Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to review over factor by grouping. And so you know when you get to your test Monday and tomorrow that you're going to factor by grouping if there are 4 terms. And so the process for this is that I'm going to first pair them off. And then I'm going to find the GCF of each pair. So looking at 21 and 24, I want to find the biggest number that goes into both. If you don't know on the top of your head, I like to take the smaller number and go ahead and find my factors of that. So 21 doesn't have that many. I know 1 and 21 multiply 21. And the only other 2 numbers are 3 and 7. Now I'm going to take these numbers and see which of these go into 24. I want to start with my biggest number because I'm trying to find the biggest number that goes into both. So 21, that doesn't go into 24. 7 doesn't go into 24. But 3 does. So that means I'm going to take out a 3. And then normally in the first parentheses, you're always going to be taking out a letter as well. So I'm going to look at my A's and see how many I can take out. Well, I want to take out whatever the smaller exponent is. So I have a 3 and a 2. So that means I can take out 2a's, so a squared. And now for the second set of parentheses, I'm going to do the same thing. So for 14 and 16, I'm looking for the biggest number that goes into both. Again, I can take that smaller number, 14, and find my factors. Well, I know 1 and 14 go in, and then 2 and 7. Then there's no other numbers that go into both. And then of these 4 numbers, the biggest number that goes into 16 as well is going to be 2. And then I want to look at my letters. So I see this one has 1A, but 16 doesn't have an A with it. So that means I can't take out an A. So the only thing I can take out here is a 2. Once I do this step, I'm going to divide out my GCF. So my GCF of 3A squared is going to go out in the front. And then what's going to go on the inside is what I get when I divide these. So 21 divided by 3, I get 7. A cubed divided by a squared, I get a. And I keep my minus. 24 divided by 3, I get 8. And then a squared divided by a squared. So since those are both the same, they actually cancel each other out. So all I have is an 8. And then we can go through the same process with this one. So my GCF, my 2, goes out in the front. And then I'm going to divide both of these by 2. So 14a divided by 2, I get 7a. Negative 16 divided by 2, I get minus 8. And now I know that I did it right because both of these parentheses are the same. And so now I'm just going to take my GCFs and put them in their own parentheses. And then forget about the equals 0. We can't solve this. We don't know how to do that yet. But we'll do another example like that. And so this is my final answer after I've factored by grouping.